Hello, instructor and class. My name is Ryan Ravello Manatsua, and I would like to say that I am in favor of the rights of Sandra Bellinger, and I concur that her rights were violated and that her employer had no right to give her private medical information. And my reasoning behind this is that through the HIPAA Act, it states that the HIPAA privacy rule establishes national standards to protect individuals' medical records and other personal health information and applies to health plans, health clearinghouses, and those healthcare providers that conduct healthcare transactions electronically. Now, as far as I'm concerned, we don't have to go any farther than that. It is evident that her private information through her medical records were made and given to the public. I would have to question the motives of the employer of why she gave out that information. And if she gave out that information, did it have to do with anything regarding the health care of Sandra Bellinger? And I asked the question, if it did not have to do with uh, her medical benefit within the facility, then her rights were violated. It is simple as that. Sandra Bellinger had a right to have her private medical record secured, and to give it out to the rest of the employees, I don't find that it was to Sandra's benefit, the employer's benefit, or the employee's benefit. So really, there was no reason to give out that personal information. Also, HIPAA states that as in the 5.2 policy that you know everyone under the umbrella of the medical facilities, including the administrators and the information that might have to be released, has to be in regards to the personal welfare of the patient. This had nothing to do with her doctor's orders. It didn't have anything to do with giving out personal medical information to uh, enhance her recovery, and it was not in a professional. It was not in a professional within a professional intention to give out that information. So I repeat, they had no right to do this. It also states that the rules apply to all components of the department, meaning that everyone in the department has to follow the rules. Now, also, even if you may say that they were under the same insurance plan, according to HIPAA, that even if the plan uh, is regarded to a certain group of employees, that the employer must be separate. So we could not even use that, she was under the same insurance and this things like that. It states that the employer must be separate. So if the employer tries to use that as a reason, or better yet, within the law to give out that information, according to HIPAA, they do not have that right. So I state that also that it also states, in addition, we recognize the legitimate interests of organizations or persons who have submitted records to the department or who would ratherwise be affected by release of records. And I think that Sandra was affected by the release of the records, and it was not exchanged from one department to another department within the medical field, and the information was not given to a department outside the medical field. It was given to individuals that had no bearing on her situation. So the evidence clearly states, according to HIPAA, that her rights were violated, and I think she should take it further, and she should sue the hospital for allowing that information to get out. According to medical records, it should be between the patient, it should be between the family, and it should be between the doctor and also the hospital. That anyone outside of that that is not within that realm and that she did not sign for permission to be given her medical records and discussed should not have any information as to her situation, why she was in under the medical care of that hospital. I do not have the right to know what is going on with the patient, nor do even the people that help with the medical records have the right to access that information unless they are told to do so or unless it is within the rules and regulations of HIPAA. Therefore, I think Sandra Bellinger, you have a pretty good case to win in court. Thank you very much. Again, my name is Ryan Ravello Manansua, and that is my opinion and belief on the case.